Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my first declutter of 2021, and I am super excited because this is the month of March Madness, where I'm going to be hauling a lot of perfumes. But I told myself, if you're gonna haul for your birthday, you have to let go. So I did go through my collection and I checked to see what perfumes I wasn't wearing, what perfumes I was reaching for over other ones that are similar in my collection. And I really got a little tough with myself because I do tend to keep pretty bottles. I do tend to keep perfumes that I like, but maybe I don't necessarily love. Like, I really enjoy them, but they're not like a love, like say my scent of the day. My scent of the day is YSL's Libre, and oh goodness, and also perfumes where they're like love at first sniff, like you love them as soon as you try them, but then they kind of lose their sparkle. So there are a few perfumes in here that were love at first sniff that I actually hauled recently, but they quickly lost their sparkle, and I'm gonna go over all of that. So this is going to be my declutter, and then we have 3 hauls coming. We have an affordable haul, and every perfume in that haul, it's under $50. Then I have a haul from Favgrants. They are a new discounter, and they did send me 3 perfumes to test out and try, and then I went ahead and through my mom I bought 3 other perfumes. So I did, purchase my own, and I'm gonna do a whole dedicated video on them. And then my birthday haul, which is going to be my larger haul, and I'm gonna have affordable, designer, indie, and niche. It's a really big haul. But first I wanted to clear out my room because I am going to be reorganizing. This is the expanded shelf system from the Container Store. I'm gonna organize tonight after I film, and then at the end of all of my hauls I want to kind of take you through my collection because it's going to be different. I'm changing some stuff around. So I will link this specific one below. There is a large version and a small version, but I did the measurements and I got the small because I took my largest bottle and then the height of the large and the small, and this is what was going to work for my IKEA shelving unit, which I have the PAX shelving system. So super excited to take you guys through my room once everything's organized, and so I could see my bottles, in a nice tier system. I've seen it in other places. I've seen wooden ones, Amazon has it, but these were super affordable. So I'm hoping that it won't be too heavy for the perfumes, but I'm super excited. Okay, so I'm gonna go through 3 perfumes that were supposed to be in my last haul, but I don't wanna hang on to them, show them in my haul, and then declutter them. They're perfumes that I knew right away I either wouldn't be reaching for, or they're not my style. I'm gonna go through those 3 first, then I'm gonna go through the perfumes that my mom already claimed, and then we'll go through the perfumes that I am going to be posting up on my Mercari. So the first perfume I'm going to go over is by Atelier d'Ors. Atelier d'Ors. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is, I believe, Rose Omeillade. And I definitely want to sample more from this house. I thought I was going to love this perfume because you guys know I'm on a rose kick, and I'm kind of on the hunt for the perfect, that kind of intense cafe, roses, vanille, Florence, kind of, those all kind of smell the same, but those all smell synthetic to me. And I thought maybe this one would be a more realistic smelling one. And this actually doesn't smell like those perfumes at all. But I thought because it was supposed to be like a sweet rose from the reviews I saw, that this was gonna smell like that, but to my nose, this is very pretty. It's just not my style. This is definitely going to be someone's style. This is very well blended, very well made. I want to try more from this house because I want to add this stunning bottle to my collection, but this one didn't work for me. And I guess I wanted it because I thought maybe it'd be a more wearable oud bouquet, because if you guys don't know, I love that scent, but that scent is like, I can only wear that scent in cooler weather. But this has rose, raspberry, pink pepper, brown sugar, patchouli, guaiac wood, agar wood or oud, amber, and sandalwood. I'm just learning that perfumes with either sugar notes or brown sugar notes, they are a type of sweet that I don't really care for. So I think I found the one that goes well with me. I don't know yet. I gotta try it out a little bit more, but I will say that I preferred this over Roses, Vanille, and Intense Cafe. Again, this doesn't smell like those, but they fall in that same rosy, kind of sugary type scent. This one's, to me, less synthetic. Powdery. It's a little mature leaning and just not my style, but I do think someone will really enjoy this scent. And again, look at this bottle. This bottle is absolutely stunning. The next one that I am going to be letting go of, that I hauled and I knew right away it just didn't work out for me, and that is Annie by Nishani. And this is said to be like a spiced vanilla. This is a unisex fragrance. I mean, all these perfumes, of course, anyone could wear them, but this is marketed as a unisex. This has ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, black currant, cardamom. There's a lot of notes in here, but the problem with this perfume is the green note. There is a green note in here that comes off extremely, extremely medicinal, but not medicinal like some of my other fragrances like Angel Muse. This is medicinal like Vicks Vapor Rub. This is a very sharp green note on my skin. And that's what my skin pulls, because other people get those other amazing spices. They get that spicy vanilla scent. My skin definitely pulls that green note very hard. So much that I was hoping that maybe in the dry down I would like this scent, but no, this isn't for me. Now, when I first got it, I didn't get the green note. It reminded me a lot like Lavandes Trianon. It was a cookie kind of sweet vanilla scent, and it was a little herbal. But then once it sat and I sprayed it, it got more and more medicinal. It got very, again, Vicks Vapor Rub on my skin. And when I first got it, I was like, well, I don't know if I'll keep it, because Lavandes was actually one I was going to declutter, but now I love that perfume. That one came off very vanilla cookie, very gourmand on my skin, but then the longer I had it, the lavender started coming through and it got a little bit, again, more herbal. And now I really, really enjoy that scent. So when I smelled this one, it kind of fell in that same family. I'm like, well, I don't need both. But then immediately once that green note started coming through, I was like, well, I don't need this one at all. So that's another one I'm gonna be letting go of. And then the last one that I got that didn't work out, and it's not a bad scent. This is Alien, the Eau de Parfum, Taste of Alien or whatever, but this is their salted caramel version. And this is a nice scent, but this really is not that far off to me from the original Alien. Like, I did a comparison, and yes, once I compared them, I did get like the salted caramel. I shouldn't say I got the salted caramel. I got like a salted butteriness from this one. And I guess I was just wanting a touch more sweetness, and it just wasn't impressive to me. Like, I liked it, but I wasn't that impressed with it. It wasn't enough of a difference for me to justify having it. I just know I'm not gonna reach for this. I guess if I want that touch of sweetness, I can just add vanilla, honestly. And I know I should wait because it'll probably get sweeter. It just, I don't know, I just wasn't that impressed with that one. So I'm gonna be letting go of that one. Next are perfumes that I'm letting go of that my mom's already claimed. First one up is La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. And I'm so happy she's getting this one because I'll get to smell it on her and I'll get to see this beautiful bottle. But this perfume, although I think is stunning and I really enjoy it, makes me nauseous. And I've tried spraying lightly, but I prefer the original and the nude, so I'm not gonna try and force myself to like it. I'm also not reaching for it for that reason. So my mom loves this and I'm happy that she's getting it, so there's no sense in me keeping it. So she's getting that one. You guys know I was keeping these just for the little bottle. But I have the big boys of these, so there's no sense in me keeping these adorable little bottles. So I'm so happy that she wanted these. I'm also letting go of my little Montpellier because I do have a 50 ml of this. And again, there's no sense in me keeping all these bottles. She is taking my Daisy Dream because I'm just not reaching for this. This is a very pretty fresh floral scent, perfect for spring, but I'm reaching for other scents over this one. So it's just sitting there, and she fell in love with these little bottles. So, and then last, she's taking this little baby bonbon. I got this with, I already have a miniature, but as soon as she saw this, she's like, I want that. So she is getting this little mini bonbon. I'm happy that these are going to her because I'm gonna try and curate her little perfume collection. And she likes that they're little because, you know, she doesn't get out as much. She works from home now, like permanently. Okay, so next are 2 perfumes that I'm decluttering, but I'm like getting smaller ones, if that makes sense. Anyways, this broke. This is what kind of sparked me decluttering this to get smaller ones. This is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon. And this broke, so I'm gonna decant this and just sell a decant of this very inexpensive. And then I let go of black because my sister fell in love with it. So I gave it to her because the rumor is they're being discontinued. And Fragrance Net had a big sale on Elizabeth and James. But this is a line that I have to be in the mood for. This is a line that I usually wear at night and when it's cooler outside. So I ended up getting the entire line in the 1 ounce bottle. Some of the perfumes were as low as like 15 bucks. By the time I bought the collection, I think every perfume like averaged about $25 to like $26. So I figured if I noticed that I was getting low, I would just buy a backup of Nirvana Rose, because honestly that's my favorite. But if you guys don't know, I need my flankers to kind of be the same size. So I'm decluttering the 50 ml because I got 1 ounces of all of the Nirvanas. And I just figured that the next time I do another fragrance net, I'll throw in a backup of the Rose, because this one is my favorite. But it is one that I have to be in the mood to wear, and it's not all the time. And I have a lot of perfume in my collection, so I rather have 30 mils of all of them, and then I'll just get a backup of this one in a 30 ml size because I need it to be the same size. So I'm decluttering these in a sense. So I recently hauled a perfume that gives me that Roses Vanille Intense Cafe vibe. And the reason why I picked up this perfume is because I found my perfect one. And that was Florence. And I really still enjoy this scent. I actually like this I like the way this smells a little bit more than the one that I recently picked up, because this has a tartness that I really enjoy. But I don't know. This might be, I still might keep this one. No. There's a synthetic note in this one and in Valencia that I can't. Yeah, it's coming out. So I've mentioned that since seeing a video, I don't know what video, I watch a lot of videos, someone pointed out that all of these share this synthetic note. Luckily, I don't get it as much in Casablanca. This one's still staying. I wore this because I needed to know, is this going to bother me later on down the road? These bother me. Again, both of these were like, well, this was Love at First Sniff. This one, if you saw my video, you saw that I liked it. Like, I like it. I like both of these from the bottle. But as soon as they hit my skin, yeah, there is a note that bugs me, and it smells very similar in these two. And I can't. They lost their sparkle. These did lose their sparkle because of that. This is fresh. This has a green apple note, but now I can't unsmell it. And if you guys don't know, it's why I don't care too much. Like, I have a bunch of decants from Montal and Mancera. Those are two houses that they have this, yeah, it's like rubbery. And I can't unsmell it. So those are going. And you already know if you saw one of my hauls. This is Nina Ricci's L'Extase. And this one, it's the Indolic opening that I can't get on board with. And I have Rose Absolute, and it has this DNA and smells better to me. So I am letting go of that one. I am letting go of my Versace Bright Crystal Absolute, because if you guys saw my recent haul, I ended up getting the original. Dennis got me the original for Valentine's Day, and there's just no sense in having this one. I got this one like a year ago, and this one's just a little bit more fruity, a little bit more raspberry, and I actually like the freshness of the original. This one does have better staying power. But there are just perfumes that I like to run errands in that don't stick that long, so then I can wear something else at night. So that's perfect for me. This one does have better projection and longevity. I'm letting go of a lot of travels. I am going to be letting go of like these together because I have the original and the Passion. There's no need for me to have these smaller ones. And out of the whole C line, Fiori is not my favorite. It to me smells the least like the C perfumes, and I know it's very well loved in the community. So I am going to be letting go of those. I'm also going to be letting go of Mon Petit Couture, and only because I am sticking with Floral. That's another fresh Mon Petit, but I prefer it over this one. The longevity on this one is not the best on me, and again, I just reached for my other Mon Petit. So this isn't the original, this is a flanker. I'm also going to be letting go of Shiseido Zen. This falls in the same family as like Coco Mademoiselle. This is a fresh citrusy patchouli. This is probably going to be more likable, and I actually really enjoy this scent, but I haven't reached for this since I got it. I haven't. So there's no sense in me keeping this when I know somebody else would like it. This is a nice everyday fresh scent. And then next we have Versace Parfum, and I had mentioned that I was going to get rid of this one because this is just, I'm reaching for Versace over this one. Yeah, this is just a very pretty signature scent. This has lilac, guava, wisteria, dewdrop, jasmine, and I had said that this was like a watery floral. When I saw the guava and the lilac and the wisteria, I was like, oh, that sounds very interesting. There's lotus, there's orchid. But for me, this is a very watery scent. It's almost dewy. It's like fresh, but in a dewy sense. Like not like fresh, like Versace. And I prefer this one. So there's no sense in keeping this one. I thought maybe it was going to be, I don't know what I thought. All right, next we have two from the Viktor and Rolf Magic Collection. And we're gonna go over Sage Spell first because this was actually a scent that I really love, but I'm keeping it just for the bottle. I wear this scent to go for walks, and that's not a reason. This scent isn't cheap. This scent is, to me, more masculine leaning. And for that reason, I would wear it to go on walks. It was actually in my top scents for like going to the gym. But this, again, this isn't cheap. And I have so many beautiful fresh scents that I reach for over that one. Again, my Versace Versace, my MAC Turquatic, and my Acqua di Gioia. So I wear all of these scents when I want that fresh scent because these aren't as masculine leaning. I would say this one and this one are definitely more feminine leaning, and then this one is more unisex to me. But the longer I have it, the more I pick up the floral, so this does lean a little bit more feminine to me, but I've always said that this reminds me of a clean man. So for that reason, I'm keeping this for the wrong reason. I'm keeping this for the beautiful green color and the bottle, and that's not a reason to keep perfume. So I need to let it go. said I was gonna keep Lavender Illusion and try it out in summer. We've had our ups and downs. It got a little cold this past weekend, but we did get up into the 80s. And when I wore this, I did start picking up the black currant, and it started reminding me of something. And I remember I was talking to my girl T about it because she really loves this scent. And I'm like, oh, now I can pick up the black currant and it's a little bit better. So then when I was talking to her, you know, I work from home. I got up and I went to my room and I started sniffing. And it's like the black currant in Flower Bomb. This one, Flower Bomb Midnight, it's got the black currant that is a little clean to my nose. Yeah. So it's a little clean to my nose, kind of like in Lavender Illusion. But this has a fruitiness that I love. They don't smell the same, but they have something similar. And they're both by Viktor and Rolf. I just know that I'm going to wear this one over this one. This one I did like more after wearing it, but I'm not crazy about the pine note in here. I like the lavender and the black currant. And this one, even though I don't get the lavender, I enjoy the black currant in this one. And I do pick it up now in this one, especially now that I, you know, was able to sniff them side by side. Again, they don't smell the same. So I am letting go of this one as well. There is one more. So I am going to be letting go of my Curl Off Gold. And I'm letting go of this one because I've been hauling a lot of beautiful scents with like coconut that I'm super excited to wear during summer. And I just know I'm not going to wear this one. This is good. But I'm so excited to revisit my Angels, like the Eau Croisière, and I'm excited to revisit like my Womanity. And there's just scents that I'm super looking forward to wearing this summer that I know I'm going to overlook this one. And I think now we're done. That was a lot. I'm really happy that I went through and decluttered all those so that now that I bring in these new ones, I want to have a little bit of balance. So that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.